Alright, thanks for watching another battle report. This time I'm pitting my Warriors of Chaos army versus Matt's High Elves. Go over my list really fast. It's an all Slaanesh list, or as much as I could. I brought 2 units of 7 Warhounds and 1 unit of 8 Warhounds that got the Vanguard ability, so they hopped out front. For core, I took the Forsaken. I did a unit of 14 with my Battle Standard Bearer on a Demonic Mount. They're in the center. Above them, I got 2 Chariots of Slaanesh on the top and the bottom. This is the battle for the pass, so we're going the small direction. For specials, I took 8 Trolls with additional hand weapons on the bottom, 8 Ogres with great weapons on the top. We got 5 Knights of Slaanesh with ensorcelled weapons and Flaming Banner on full command. In there I got a level 2 Slaanesh Mage using the Lore of Shadow. For rare I got the Shaggoth with additional hand weapon and my new Bones Demon Prince. Slaanesh level 4 using the Lore of Slaanesh. So, excuse me. That's my list, and Matt's High Elves, pretty similar list than he did before. At the top we got 2 Bolt Throwers, an Eagle, behind them 5 Dragon Princes, 20 Phoenix Guard with his Lore Master, big unit of Knights. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be 15 Silver Helms with a Noble. Then he's got 35 Spearmen with a BSB. And then we got 21 White Lions. Got an Eagle that's hidden out behind the pillar. Behind that we got the Fire Phoenix represented by a Manicore. And then down the bottom right, which didn't get on the picture, was 10 more Silver Helms. So I went first and on to turn 1. So, Warriors cast turn 1, pretty uneventful, moved everything up. Cast a couple spells. I think I got off Acquiescence on his big unit of Silver Helms to just slow him down. That was pretty much it. So on to High Elves turn 1. Alright, High Elves turn 1. I hopped out as Eagles to do some redirecting on my dogs, or to tie them up for a little bit. Bolt Throwers, I think, targeted my Ogres and did a wound or 2. His spells were pretty much ineffective. And that was it. So, on to turn 2. Alright, turn 2. Dogs went into the Eagles. I moved up my other dogs to entice his White Lions into him. And that was basically just moving up. Excuse me. And putting my Demon Prince out there to help out against on the right flank. I got Acquiescence off this time on his 10-man Silver Helm unit to prevent him from charging my Demon Prince. Yeah, and that was pretty much it. So on to High Elves turn 2. Okay, so he charged his White Lions at my dogs. I chose to flee. He tried to redirect into my Trolls. Needed like a 10. He rolled a 9. He rolled 1 inch short, whatever it was. And so made it to where you see. The Chimera did charge, I think. I think it charged my my Demon Prince. Or no, it just moved up to block up my Demon Prince, so I couldn't get it and the Trolls in on the White Lions. That's what happened there. His Eagle on the top broke my dogs. They got away, but he overran into the Shaggoth. Bolt Throwers combined to take out 1 Knight. And magic was pretty uneventful. So, on to turn 3. So, Chaos turn 3. Finally some action happens. My Trolls declare a charge on his White Lions, who hold. I also declare a charge with my Chariot, who fails miserably on the distance. The Demon Prince charges into the the Phoenix. His eagle beats my dogs and overruns into the knights. The Shaggoth easily kills the eagle, but can just stand there because I didn't charge or anything. I think I failed the charge with the ogres to hit the bolt throwers. Magic phase, I cast Frenzy onto my trolls, giving the front rank 5 attacks each. Then I also cast Enfeebling Foe and got 3 points of strength off of his white lion. So they are strength 4. Yeah, because he got off Wizen's wild form last turn. So they were going to be strength 7. Now they're strength 4. Combat ensued. He only did like 4 or 5 wounds to my trolls. I took out half. A little over half of his white lions with the trolls, so that was good. My Demon Prince did 2 wounds to the Phoenix, didn't take any in return, broke, and I chose not to pursue, so I could go in the flank against his white lions if they stuck around. I probably should have pursued, hindsight, but that's what I chose to do there. So on to High Elves' turn. Okay, so High Elves' turn 3. I'm going to try to get this all right, how it happened. So his Dragon Prince is at the top, declared the charge of my chariot. If I was smart, I would have fled. I was not smart, so I took it. He easily destroyed it on the charge, and then just turned to face the flank of my ogres. The Phoenix Guard charged into my Shaggy, did 4 or 5 wounds to him, basically almost killed him. I was only able to do 2 wounds back due to his lucky-ass ward saves. And I broke. He chose to not pursue, or he pursued and ended up hitting me in the flank due to the positioning of everything, how it went. Yeah, that sucked for me. The big unit of knights with his noble charged into the flank of my trolls. They did some damage on the charge. White Lions did some damage, not a lot. That 4+ regeneration save on the trolls is awesome. I killed off every single White Lion with attacks. His knights were steadfast, so they held, so I just got a free turn to face on his knights. So that was good. The small unit of knights on the bottom charged my Demon Prince. He lost 1 to dangerous terrain tests, I think. And then I killed 2 more, but he held. And the Chimera easily rallied. A Phoenix. It's supposed to be a Phoenix. Easily rallied. Bolt throwers targeted ogres again. I think he actually failed to wound or failed to hit with everything this time. So that was just a bad rolling on his part there. So yeah, on to Chaos, turn 4. Alright, turn 4. My ogres turn to face the Dragon Princes. If he hits me in the flank, I'm done. I know that. The Shaggoth rallies, not a good he's going to do. His Phoenix Guard, I failed like 3 armor saves of a 2+ with my knights, and so he beat him easily, ran him down. He refused the challenge, so he got more attacks in, which was smart on his point. So there goes my level 2 mage. The Forsaken just moved to the back, trying to get to the Spearman unit. I sent the dogs into the flank to get them out of the way of the Forsaken. The trolls just brutalized the knights. Just totally tore them apart. I won by so much. I think he needed a 3 to stay. So he broke, and the trolls ran him down, not the dogs. The trolls were awesome. My chariot charged into his knights in the bottom. I didn't do a single wound, and he stuck. Yeah, so an eventful good and bad turn all at the same time. On to High Elves, turn 4. Alright, High Elves turn 4. Dragon Prince is charged into my ogres. He did like 7, 8, 9 wounds, 11, I don't know. It was a lot of wounds to the ogres. He had 5 models. I did 6 wounds that he did not save with armor. And I was like, yes, I killed them all. And then he's like, oh yeah, I get a 6+ ward save with dragon armor now. So he rolls, gets 2 6s, his champion stays alive, wins combat, breaks, and runs down all my rest of my ogres. So 5 ogres get run down by 1 damn dragon prince. Stupid. Anyways, his Phoenix Guard turn around. The Spearmen charge into my wonderful trolls in the flank. Do like a couple wounds, but next to no damage. Trolls hit back, and I think I win combat by 1, or I only failed combat, or lost by musician, but easily stuck and turned to face. My Demon Prince and Chariot finally beat the Silver Helms. He finally failed some armor saves. I pursued with the Demon Prince, but didn't want to take the Dangerous Terrain test with the Chariot. Yeah, magic. I keep casting Frenzy on my trolls, which is really awesome. So yeah, on to next turn. Alright, so Warriors of Chaos, turn 5. I declare the charge with my Chariot to see his remaining cavalry off the table. Don't need them rallying. He runs off the table. I take 2 wounds for failing my Dangerous Terrain chest in the forest. I hop my Demon Prince over to help the trolls deal with the Spearmen, and I turn my Forsaken around to hopefully do something to the Phoenix Guard. Yeah, that's about it. The Dang Spears actually did quite a bit of damage to my trolls. But I think I still won combat, or I lost by just a little bit. So I held, and that was all good. I put the 3-6 leadership test on that unit. It didn't matter. I don't think he failed a single leadership test that he wasn't supposed to make. So on to High Elves, turn 5. Okay, High Elves turn 5, game's winding down. Sends his Phoenix Guard into my Forsaken. I think he wins combat, but I hold. Forsaken getting, I think I rolled the 3 for their base attacks, and I think I was always striking first this turn, so that was helpful. Killed off another troll in the other combat, but I stick, so that's really good for me. His bolt throwers finish off the Shaggy and my dogs. Oh well, what you gonna do? That's it, so on to the final turn. Okay, final turn 6 for the Chaos. Demon Prince charges into the Spearman. Does a whole heap of damage, but he still has 5 guys, so he's still steadfast. Oh well. I got off the acquiescence on his Phoenix Guard to get rid of their striking rerolls to hit. I think I lost combat by a couple, but I held. So on to the final turn of the game. Alright, bottom of turn 6 for the High Elves. I forgot to mention earlier that the Shaggoth is the one that charged the remaining Dragon Prince and killed it, so it is dead. Yeah. On to the combat. Oh, there we go. His Chimera goes into my flank of my trolls, but due to the stupid always strikes first, and so none of the flaming attacks hit till the very, very end. It didn't help him remove my regeneration save. But my Demon Prince finished off the rest of the Spearmen. I think I put 1 more wound on the damn Phoenix, so it still had another wound left, but it passed its break test to stay. I combined for a lot of damage on his Phoenix Guard. I think I got always strikes first this turn, so I went first, killed a whole bunch. He did retaliation. I still had one Forsaken left, and my Battle Standard Bearer. He failed his leadership 8 or 7, or actually I think it was, yeah, because his Battle Standard Bearer was already dead. He failed his 9 that he needed, steadfast, and I ran him down. So Chaos got the good solid victory. All he has left on the board is his Chimera and 2 Bolt Throwers. All I had left on the board was 1 Wounded Chariot, the Demon Prince, my Battle Standard Bearer, and 1 Forsaken and 1 Troll. So all in all, it was a good fight, and I hope to have more. Thanks for watching.